Hey guys, Colin here to show you how to use a foam roller to roll out your adductor muscles. That's the big group of muscles to the inside of your thigh here. They start down at the knee, they run all the way up to the pelvic floor, and they play a key role in hip stabilization. These muscles can get very tight, they can lead to groin pulls and strains, they can lead to low back pain, other things like that. And what I would recommend is start with a nice soft foam roller. In this case, the white one is the softest. You can always go up in density, but start with a soft one because these muscles in here can be very tender and there's a lot of superficial nerves because there's not as much muscular covering over those nerves in that area. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you from an angle here. What I'm going to have you do is get on all fours like this. Okay, I've got my hands right below my shoulders here so that I have a nice strong foundation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this right leg back, and I'm going to use this knee to kind of balance on. I'm going to put the foam roller right here, and now I'm just going to lift this knee up and place it, the inside of the knee, right on that foam roller there. And I'm going to drop this hip down, and that gives me some pressure onto the foam roller. And all I'm going to do is roll from the inside of the knee to about halfway up my thigh here, just gently kind of sliding back and forth here. And I'm going to do this about 10 times, just to try and loosen that up. Now, if you find a spot that's particularly tender, what you want to do is you want to stop, leave some pressure on that area and take some deep breaths into there. Maybe 5 deep breaths, try and let it relax into that spot, let it soften, and then you go back to rolling it out again. Now, once you've rolled it out from the knee to about halfway up, we're going to now drop down onto our forearms. So I'm dropping my right hip completely to the floor, and I'm going to use my forearms here to kind of help me rock back and forth along with this foot. And I'm going to go from the midpoint of the thigh all the way into the groin area. So I'm coming all the way up high now, trying to get those upper parts of the adductor muscles to let go, just like so. So I'm going to do that about 10 times, nice and slowly, and just try and let that loosen up and through there. Again, finding any tender spots, breathing into it, trying to let those relax. Okay, so the second foam roller exercise we're going to do is for some of these muscles like the pectineus, which are also adductor muscles, but they're a little harder to get to when you have your leg completely out to the side like that, and you've got the roller going this way. We're going to target a little differently, and this time I'm going to have my leg straight as opposed to out to the side, but the roller is going to be this direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring this leg up, and I'm going to drop this knee out. So it's like I'm doing a pigeon in yoga, just like so, and I'm going to bring this foam roller right up to the top here in my groin area, and I'm going to drop onto it with my hips. Really let my hips in there. Notice the back leg has a slight bend in it, but it's fairly straight. And what I'm doing is I'm going to drop, in this case, this right hip down toward the floor to put a little more pressure into this groin area, and then I'm just going to kind of gently rock back and forth here, using my hands here, and I can even use the toe in the back to kind of help push me and roll this upper inside thigh area out. So again, I'm going to roll back and forth maybe 10 times, really target it. Another thing you can do in this position is play with the back foot, drop the back foot, or drop the back heel so that it comes inward and the foot rotates outward. You're going to hit a slightly different angle in there. You can also go the other direction. This is just going to change the rotation of the femur, the upper leg here, and it's going to change where the pressure is with that foam roller. So those are your 2 foam roller exercises to release the adductor muscles, and hopefully that feels good.